Even in the dim light, the mural on the walls flickered, twisting colors and shapes like a creature gasping its last. An electric tension filled the air, a crackling whisper skimming along Melissa's spine, prickling her skin. She moved closer, the scrape of her shoes against the cracked linoleum floor echoing through the derelict schoolhouse. Once a sanctuary for youth, it now lay haunted by relics and stains of an incomprehensible past. Her secret drew her here, a phantom pain gnawing at her mind, linked to a cursed object hidden deep within this crumbling structure. No one could know what she had discovered during her last visit. A rusted locket seemed to call to her from an ethereal realm, its intricate design concealing whatever lay within. The mere thought of unraveling its haunting spell turned her stomach, but doubt whispered that perhaps it was too late. As she entered the abandoned hall, echoes danced in shadowy corners. The whispers grew louder, merging into snippets of hushed conversations. Melissa pressed her palms to her ears, but the murmurs seeped in, a twisted, ancient language. They morphed into her own thoughts, distorting her memories and drawing them into the void. Do you hear it too? They're waiting. Comparing her new fears to the past felt almost sickening. The nights spent captivated by the locket's unfathomable beauty, the cult that had revered its mystery, a legend fading into urban myth. Every moment she spent here felt like the cursed object was pressing down on her heart, its pulsing allure a heartbeat calling her deeper. Flashes flickered beneath the surfaces, thin threads leading her through a grotesque tapestry of time. The walls pulsed with remnants of fleeting youth and unresolved madness. As she turned, she felt figures emerging from the shadows. Were they echoes of the past or projections of her unraveling mind? Calmness frayed at the edges, the space warping like a dream refusing to end. You are lost. Muffled thuds echoed through the halls, dread twisting in her chest. The walls seemed to breathe, inhaling her fear and exhaling whispers thicker than shadows. With each move, she sensed time itself shifting, her memories contorting mysteriously. Was it hours or days that had vanished? The air felt stale yet crackled with energy, the weight of something unfathomable lingering just out of sight. That locket, she thought, as the once bright colors faded to monochrome, her memories dying like old photographs. The sensation of something lurking behind her, a presence rather than a being, slowed her steps. Soft laughter, unmistakably young, yet threaded with malice, rang close. It wasn't merely an echo. They were waiting, craving for her to unseal some grim secret left unspoken. Check the locket now, the urgent whispers pressed. The more she stayed, the more the unknown penetrated her skin, tightening its grip on her heart. With a quick flick, she pried open the locket, bracing for dark, irrevocable truth, and encountered only an empty void, pulsating yet chillingly still. A chill raced through her mind, leaving her immobilized. Beneath her fingers, the locket throbbed like a living thing, the sensation vibrating throughout her body. She felt herself slipping, barely clinging to reality. Somewhere deep inside, she sensed a rift between worlds, wide and open, awaiting her surrender. Then came the onslaught. The walls shimmered with the forms of children, their faces grotesque, eyes bulging, mouths twisted in silent screams. Echoes danced like shadows, burdened with untold sins. You see them, don't you? Their malformed figures warped time, distorting it into a coil of suffering. Reality and perception splintered around her. The corporeal shift made her stomach churn. It was a visceral bending of the familiar. Part of her screamed to flee, but an inescapable lure pulled her toward the strange interplay of light and sound. They beckoned for the locket, for her to understand. Pieces of her history swirled in the mist, faces from the past, marked by the cult's madness. Landscapes morphed into aching fables taunting her return. The classroom door swung open behind her, the wood creaking with forgotten life. She wished it would cease, wished she could turn and leave, but dread held her in place. In the dim glow, she noticed a symbol etched along the doorframe, reminiscent of the Locket's carving, a serpent biting its own tail, forever consuming in an unholy act of creation. Suddenly, Melissa staggered back, letting the locket slip from her fingers. It shattered on the ground, scattering bits of metal and glass that seemed to yearn for reforming. Laughter echoed throughout the room, growing into an unbearable chant. She could hear them pleading, drawing her in. Yet she chose to run, as the walls pulsed, tense with the energy of a predator closing in. The hallways twisted into a labyrinth, shadows stretching as if time itself betrayed her path. Distorted echoes of her heartbeat thudded in panic against the silence. Each footstep felt heavy, accompanied by the dissonance of crumbling sanity. Figures with distorted faces surged toward her, misshapen forms grasping at her mind. She recoiled, but what could she hold on to? In the chaos of shadows, she reached for anything. A shard of the locket caught her eye in the din, a symbol of her bond, her fate. Darkness enveloped her. Collapsing against the wall, the cool touch wrapped around her racing heart. Had she become caught between realms of torment? Her vision blurred as laughter skirled through the hall, drawing her deeper into a dark void where memories twisted and realities wove endless loops. She felt herself unraveling, a fading echo of who she once was. Moments stretched and compressed, folding into uncanny shapes that echoed in the dark, each crease an imprint of loss. Shadows swirled, revealing the figures again, drawing her into their haunting embrace. They led her toward understanding, beyond sanity, where human perception crumbled. Was this her penance? A cycle forged by confining walls and restless spirits demanding her remorse? The last echoes of laughter mingled with dark certainty. It might never end. A fragile peace lingered beneath dread, the thought she was simply exchanging one cycle of torment for another. Voices whispered around her, each coiling the air. A farewell, a welcome, an artist fragmenting on a surreal canvas. The laughter faded, leaving only their hollow echo, entwined in a twisted time, forever rooted in the same yearning for understanding. In that instant, she comprehended. Understanding was her curse.